Howdy and welcome to Wildwood. Right now, it's every kid's favorite part of the school day, recess. But for little Sammy Hawthorne, recess means only one thing, misery.
But when the boxes arrived, they didn't look anything like they did in the catalog.
How can they do that? It should be against the law or something.
Oops.
Sammy, my books?
Sorry, they just slipped.
Just leave them on my desk when you catch up. We're not waiting.
Oh, sure. I'll just be a minute. Hey, CJ.
Can't believe what I just heard. Carry your own books, Tiffany.
Sammy, kickball's starting. Come on!
This is none of your business, CJ Brown. Sammy wants to carry my books.
Sammy?
Well, I want to go play kickball.
Then let's play kickball.
Take one step, Sammy Hawthorne, and your father will be.
Your father what?
He got a job as Mr. Rockler's driver. She says that she can fire him if I don't do what she says.
That's ridiculous. What 11-year-old can fire an adult?
Oh, come on! Recess is half over!
Sammy Hawthorne, this is my last warning.
CJ's right. Here's your books, Tiffany. Get yourself another slave. I'm holding up the game.
Yes! All right! Now you're talking!
Oh, Sammy.
Tiffany, don't.
Sammy Hawthorne, you will rue the day.
So then they said we need you in Frontera by tomorrow morning.
In the morning?
Gonna take the overnight train?
Mm-hmm. Or he tells me they'll hire another lawyer. Then what's going to happen to my business?
Who do those county folk think they are, I'd like to know? They have no respect for you at all.
Nancy, you are absolutely right.
How can you be so calm?
Because, Mrs. Brown, I've no choice. I better get going. CJ, on your way to school, would you drop off these papers to Mr. Youssef at the hotel for me?
Sure. Hey, Dad, what's it like riding the train at night? Is it really fun?
Not when you've too much work to do to get some sleep. Now, don't forget those papers, son. They're pretty important. Gotta run. Bye.
Excuse me, Mr. Youssef?
Good morning.
C.J. Brown, Mr. Youssef. Theo Brown's son.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hi, I'm Ned.
C.J. Brown, what can I do for you?
My dad asked me to stop by and give you these papers. He said they were important.
Very good. Thank you. Excuse me.
Morning, Mr. Youssef. Hey, CJ, Ned. Say, Sammy couldn't stop talking about that kickball game the other...
Mr. Hawthorne, it is my duty to inform you that your services as a driver will no longer be required.
Excuse me?
You've been released, Mr. Hawthorne. Please leave the keys in the car.
But
That will be all.
Maybe the others took it quietly, but I'm not. You haven't heard the last of me. Count on that.
So you were wondering what 11-year-old could fire an adult?
She couldn't have. No one would listen to her.
Get a load of this. The princess and her new chauffeur.
And be sure to pick me up at 3. I do not want to be standing around waiting for you.
Yes, Miss Tiffany.
Oh, CJ, Ned, I didn't notice you. Need a lift?
Not in 1,000 years.
CJ, it's a limousine.
This limousine comes with Tiffany.
Not in 2,000 years.
Suit yourself. Have a nice walk. Drive on, Frederick. Oh, Sammy, here. This is your dad's sweater. He left it in the car. Be a dear and return it to him, won't you?
Just give it to him when he picks you up.
My new driver's picking me up today.
New driver?
Your father was released this morning.
Fired?
That's a rather coarse way of putting it, but...
You fired my dad? But CJ said that...
CJ's a bit out of his league.
Sammy!
Hey, Hey, Sammy.
You said an 11-year-old couldn't fire an adult, CJ.
Sammy?
CJ, you said it would be all right. She fired my dad.
Sammy, I don't know what to say.
I gotta go home.
How could she be so mean?
I'm gonna put Little Miss Rockler in her place once and for all.
That afternoon, Ned and CJ plotted and schemed and planned their revenge on Tiffany.
I'm thinking serious artillery here. Spitballs, pea shooters, rubber bands. You know, just bomb Tiffany to tears right in front of the whole school.
It's gotta be more. We need to get her where it really hurts.
Oh, how about we... Hey, there's your dad.
Where?
Coming out of the hotel.
Dad! Hey, Dad, over here.
Oh, hi, son. Ned?
What you doing?
Oh, I just had a meeting with Mr. Rockler. It was quite remarkable.
It was?
Those papers I asked you to drop off this morning?
Yes.
They were land contracts for Mr. Rockler's new house. He's so impressed with my work, he wants me to work for him full-time as his personal lawyer.
His personal lawyer?
You're gonna work for Tiffany's dad full-time?
I guess, well, yes, I am.
Yeah, but you can't.
Just remarkable. We'll see you at dinner, son. Bye, Ned.
My dad working for Rockler?
Whoa!
That night, CJ hardly slept a wink. He never imagined his worst nightmare would come true. The next morning, he met Ned and Sammy on the playground to tell them his plan to get even with Tiffany.
I don't have a plan.
You don't have a plan?
You have to have a plan.
Relax, okay, I'll get a plan.
It better be a good one, too. My dad told me that Tiffany has fired a lot of people. The cook, a maid, the butler, the nanny.
CJ, this is bad.
There's no way I can let my dad take this job.
That's fine for you, but what about all the kids with parents already working for Rockler? Here she comes.
She has got to be stopped.
Thank you, Friedrich.
Welcome, miss. It's Frederick.
I will call you what I like, Friedrich. You may go now.
Good day, miss.
Hi, Tiffany. Love your shoes.
Good morning, Lily. Good morning, CJ. I've heard some really exciting news about your father. This could be the best job he has ever had. What fun it will be to have you carrying my books.
There is no way I'll be carrying...
Come along, Lily. Let's go in.
You know, it's not that she's just rotten when she wants to be. She's rotten when she doesn't even mean to be.
She's just gotten so good at it, it comes easy to her now.
Well, it's gonna get a lot harder for her, and soon.
Ooh, you got one? You got a plan?
CJ, you got a plan?
Oh, yes. Our strength is in numbers. Tiffany needs to be told in front of everyone. Have everyone come to school early tomorrow. When Tiffany steps out of her limousine, we will all be waiting.
And she'll be embarrassed?
She'll be embarrassed.
And we all know how much Tiffany hates that.
That night, CJ stayed in his room rehearsing his big confrontation with Tiffany. Then, on his way to the kitchen for a late-night snack, he overheard his parents talking.
It's worse than I thought. Are you sure you added those figures correctly, Theo?
I double-checked them. Between my law school loans, the mortgage, and debts we owe, we're in some serious trouble here. With what I make working on my own, I don't see how we're going to pay for everything.
I thought we were doing fine.
And taking the job with Mr. Rockler would increase our income?
Enough to help pay off what we owe.
But you've been working so hard to build up your own practice. With Rockler, you would just be one more lawyer.
Sure, I'd be part of a team, but I'd be doing the kind of work I've wanted to do for years. Can only help in the long run.
Then this is about more than just money.
Of course it is. Rockler wants to bring big changes to Wildwood, and this is my chance to play a role in the town's future, our future.
Then I really can't see a downside to this. You won't have to travel and can spend more time with CJ and me. After all the sacrifices that you've made for us.
We're a family. That's what families do. This might just be the answer to our prayers.
I think you've just made your case. Congratulations, honey. Here's to Theo Brown, the best lawyer Rockler has ever hired.
We really need this, and Dad really wants it. This has got to be a bad dream.
Here he comes! It's CJ! Yay, CJ!
Right, CJ! I told you he'd be here. You were almost late, CJ.
All right, CJ, we're with you.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Ned, I need to talk to you.
Here comes the limo!
But
Oh, here she comes.
Whatever is going on here?
Right.
CJ, what is this?
Well, those,
Uh-huh.
books of yours look a little heavy. I'd be happy to carry them for you.
Oh no, what's he doing? Oh, this is bad.
What?
Well, of course, CJ. That would be so nice of you. It's such a lovely morning, don't you think?
Yeah.
CJ, just put them on my desk.
Sure, Tiffany.
I can't believe this.
Something has gone very wrong here. Very wrong indeed.
I had to. It's my dad's dream job. The answer to my parents' prayers.
Do you know how long it's gonna take to live this down? Months? Maybe years.
I had no choice.
There's an easy way out of this, though. Just go to your dad, and tell him.
I'm not gonna tell him anything. I can do this for my dad.
She is gonna run you into the ground, pal. She's got something to prove with you. This is not gonna be pretty.
No, it's not.
And the next day, CJ was right.
Hello, CJ.
Hey, Tiffany.
So, Lily, how's your big report paper coming? It's due on Monday, you know.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
Me either. Writing reports are so boring. How is yours coming, CJ?
Good. I'll be finished this weekend.
Really? You know what, Lily? I think that CJ must love writing reports.
Not really.
In fact, since he loves them so much, I'm sure he wouldn't mind writing ours this weekend, too.
Oh, that would be lovely.
What? I'm not doing 2 extra reports. There's no way.
Oh, I'm sure your father would greatly appreciate it.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, CJ. How was school?
It was fine.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I've just got a lot of homework to do. And then I've got to get up early and do some chores.
For your mom?
Not exactly.
Yep, CJ was up bright and early to do those chores, the ones that Tiffany had given him. A couple hours later, he showed up at the hotel.
Morning, Tiffany.
CJ, my books are on the table. If you would just put them in that bag for me.
In the pink bag?
It just came in. Don't you just love it?
I'm not carrying a pink bag.
Excuse me?
CJ, you in here?
I told you I'd be right out.
Hey, we're gonna be late. What is that pink thing?
I'm off. Please leave it on my desk when you get to school.
She's going to school in the limo, and she makes you carry her books while you walk?
I know, Ned. Don't you think I know? I gotta find something to cover up this pink thing with.
This is too much, even for Tiffany.
Hello, Ned. I thought CJ was in here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Brown. He just left.
Ned,
Yes, sir?
is CJ all right?
Seems fine to me.
He's not been himself. Won't talk to me about it. I just thought you might have some idea. You do, don't you?
Well,
Well, things only got worse for poor old CJ. Tiffany had him sharpen her pencils, make her sandwiches that she'd then throw out, and carry that pink bag wherever he went. Tiffany sure knew how to humiliate and embarrass CJ. The next day, CJ was summoned yet again to see Tiffany at the hotel.
You're late.
I walked as fast as I could, okay?
I think you dawdled.
You think you think what you want.
What?
Nothing.
No, you snapped at me. That is disrespectful and it will not happen again. Understood?
Ugh.
Understood?
No.
I beg your pardon.
I said no. You're not the Queen of Sheba. You're a spoiled, rotten little girl who treats people like dirt because no one likes her. Carry your own books.
You will rue the day you said that. Mark this day in your calendar, CJ Brown. Mark it down so that you will never forget. This is the day you got your father fired from the best job he will ever have.
Okay, wait a minute.
I am a rockler. You will see what happens when you defy a rockler.
I'm sorry. Oh no, what have I done?
Yosef, I'd like a word.
Yes, Miss Tiffany?
There is another employee that needs to be dismissed at once.
Is there? I am pleased to inform you that I no longer handle such matters.
What?
My responsibilities have been reassigned. You'll have to see your father.
Ugh. Then I'll go see my father.
In conclusion, gentlemen, I'll be looking forward to our meeting.
Father, I need to talk with you.
Tiffany, I'm busy.
This is very important.
What is this about?
I have an issue with one of your employees. Yusef said that he no longer...
Enough. Miss Tucker, who do I talk to about staff issues? Send him in, please.
It's just that usually I would go to Yusef.
Yusef has been promoted. He no longer has time to deal with staff.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Brown?
Theo, Tiffany has a staffing issue that she would like to discuss with you.
Certainly. If you'll just follow me into my office, Tiffany.
Father, I don't think...
I'm sure we can correct any problems you may have with staff, Tiffany. If you wouldn't mind just sitting here for just a minute or so.
What? Who? Why are these people here?
I believe you know these folks, Tiffany. Your former cook, maid, butler, nanny.
Yeah, I know who they are. Just what are they doing here?
They were all fired without any good reason whatsoever, so I'm hiring them back. If you'll just give me a few minutes, I'll be right with you.
But that can't... I won't... Ugh. I can't believe this is happening. Friedrich, I'm going shopping. Take me downtown.
Sorry, Tiffany. Frederick has been reassigned. Hey, Sammy.
Mr. Hawthorne, Sammy, but I thought...
Hey, Dad!
You should also know that there's been a change of policy. The limousine is now reserved exclusively for Mr. Rockler and his staff.
What?
I'm off. Have to pick up someone important at the train depot. So, if you wouldn't mind getting out.
But this can't be.
Downtown's just a short stroll.
Let's go, Pop. I'm gonna help with the luggage.
CJ, you should be in school.
Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Son?
I did something bad. I just got so angry.
Listen to me.
I'll try to talk to her.
CJ, stop. I still have my job.
You do?
Yes, and you no longer have to answer to Tiffany.
Why?
What Tiffany was doing to you is called blackmail, threatening you if you don't do what she says. Well, I've taken care of everything. You won't have to worry about her lording it over you or any of the other kids ever again.
Wow. You still have your job?
I do. And your behavior...
Yes, sir.
You made a great sacrifice for me. You showed the love of Christ in your actions. And there's no greater love than that.
Well, I thought that Tiffany was going to get you fired.
I know, but I wish you'd told me. We're a family, and families work things out together. Whenever I need help, I pray to my Father in heaven. He always shows me the right path.
Okay.
I also heard you carried a pink book bag.
who told you that?
Now, that was really an exceptional thing you did on my behalf.
Well, we're a family. That's what families do.
Yes, they certainly do.